Today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Two very big words.
Donald Trump declaring a national emergency over COVID-19 in the U.S. Friday, giving states and territories access to up to $50 billion in federal funds to fight the spreading coronavirus pandemic that's rattled markets around the globe. Trump also addressing something that's been widely criticized in the U.S., access to testing.
We want to make sure that those who need a test can get a test very safely, quickly, and conveniently. But we don't want people to take a test if we feel that they shouldn't be doing it.
So far, roughly 2,000 people have tested positive in the U.S. The announcement coming as the spread of the coronavirus increasingly disrupts life as usual around the U.S. and around the world, also affecting those in power. And not just Justin Trudeau, who says he has no symptoms but is in self-isolation after his wife Sophie Gregoire Trudeau tested positive for the virus. One of Australia's highest-profile ministers, Peter Dutton, revealed Friday he has tested positive and was admitted to hospital. The official in charge of Home Affairs met with Australia's Prime Minister on Tuesday, and last week Dutton was in Washington, meeting with U.S. Attorney General William Barr and the U.S. President's daughter Ivanka Trump, as well as Canada's Public Safety Minister Bill Blair. His office tells CityNews we can confirm that Minister Blair is in good health and is not symptomatic. Over the next few days, he will self-monitor for any signs of the COVID-19 virus and follow all medical advice. Australia's Prime Minister on Friday urging people not to gather in groups of more than 500. The country has reported more than 150 infections and 3 deaths, with the numbers expected to increase in the coming weeks. Tom Hanks and his wife, actress Rita Wilson, have both tested positive for coronavirus in Australia. They're both in isolation, saying they're taking it one day at a time. Back to politicians, Brazil's president says he has tested negative for the virus after one of his aides was infected. The Brazilian leader, along with that aide, were recently in the U.S. with a large entourage meeting with Trump. Trump said on Thursday he was not concerned about having come into contact with that aide. But now Miami's mayor, who was part of those meetings, confirms he has tested positive.
I will continue to lead our government remotely to ensure that our operations run smoothly and efficiently.
And earlier this week, a British junior health minister tested positive for coronavirus and is now in self-isolation. She had reportedly been in contact with hundreds of people in UK's parliament in the past week and attended a reception with the British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson.
And an update on Ivanka Trump, who had also met with Brazilian officials, by the way, the White House saying she worked from home on Friday out of an abundance of caution. She does not have any symptoms, they say, and does not need to self-quarantine. And earlier this week, elected U.S. officials like Senator Ted Cruz and Representatives Doug Collins and Matt Gaetz announced that they were self-quarantining after coming in contact at a conservative political conference with an attendee who later tested positive for the virus.